Welcome. Today, we're diving into an exciting topic for anyone thinking about upgrading their HDB flat and what it means for your long-term financial goals. You might be wondering if this step is right for you, how to maximize your investments, or if it's all worth it. So, let's break it down together. First, think about where you are now. Maybe you've been living in your HDB flat for a few years and have met the minimum occupation period, or MOP. By now, you've likely seen changes in your career, your finances have improved, and you've built up savings. So, what's next? Moving on and upgrading sounds appealing, right? But it's not just about finding a bigger or more luxurious place. It's about making smart choices that match your goals. You might be asking, why upgrade at all? It's a fair question. Many people see upgrading as a way to grow their wealth and increase their assets. But, as with all big financial moves, there are risks. Maybe you've heard horror stories from friends or colleagues who invested in condos that didn't appreciate or even lost value. Those stories stick with you, don't they? But they're also reminders that this is a decision that requires thought, not just luck. The key challenge: finding the right property that fits your needs and goals. Stocks, for example, can feel more flexible. You can invest small amounts or go big, depending on what you're comfortable with. Real estate, however, has a higher barrier to entry. When you're talking about properties that cost $1 million or more, your upfront costs and risks feel bigger, right? Imagine this scenario. You find yourself eyeing a condo and the numbers start swirling in your head. The down payment alone is massive. It's intimidating. One wrong move could set you back financially. But don't forget, real estate offers stability, unlike the stock market, which can shift with every political or economic news flash. Property in Singapore tends to be a safer bet. There's something reassuring about a tangible asset that you can see and touch. Let's talk about families. If you have young children or plan to start a family, stability becomes even more essential. Moving to a condo could mean access to better facilities for your children. Picture this: pools, playgrounds, and spaces where they can play safely after school. It makes upgrading even more tempting, doesn't it? But weighing the cost against the lifestyle benefits can be tough. So, how does a couple plan for this? Let's break down a hypothetical example. Imagine a couple in their mid-30s. Over the years, they've worked hard, improved their financial standing, and are ready to upgrade. They've saved about $250,000 in cash and have accumulated enough CPF savings after selling their HDB to total around $700,000. This substantial sum gives them some real options. Now, here's where things get real. Condo prices aren't cheap. We're talking around $1.9 million for some properties. The monthly mortgage? Much higher than what they were paying for their HDB flat. It's a psychological hurdle, paying more for potentially less space. But for many, the lifestyle and potential for appreciation are worth it. Question for you: would you rather pay more for a smaller space but better amenities, or stick to something more conservative? It's a decision many couples face. Let's move on to another important factor: interest rates. If rates drop, it may seem like a great time to sell your HDB and move into a private property. But waiting for the perfect moment can lead to missed opportunities. Sometimes moving quickly is the best strategy, especially if you're targeting a property in a growth area. Timing and location matter. Some areas are in high demand and have limited supply, which can drive prices up. Finding a buyer for your HDB quickly enough to secure your next property can be challenging. Plus, if you have children, you may need to register them for schools nearby, adding another layer of urgency. Feeling social pressure? Feeling social. Friends and colleagues upgrading can push you to consider similar moves, but don't make decisions based on what everyone else is doing. Focus on what's right for you. New launches versus resale condos. What's better? Let's explore this. New launches often come with higher per square foot prices, but they're new and tend to have modern features, which could mean better long-term value. On the other hand, resale condos might be more established, but offer less appreciation potential. Your decision should depend on your goals, like whether you're looking for a short-term gain or long-term stability. Another consideration is ownership structure. Have you heard of the 99-to-1 split? It's where one partner owns 99% of the property and the other 1%. This structure provides flexibility for future investments, but it can raise concerns. especially about how assets are divided during unforeseen events. In reality, asset division isn't determined solely by this split. Financial contributions and other factors come into play. What if you face job loss or financial instability? This is a major fear for many. Having a plan to safeguard your finances is critical. If necessary, you can downsize or sell to avoid financial strain. Think of it as having a safety net to keep yourself secure. Let's switch gears. Imagine you're looking at upgrading for stability and lifestyle reasons. You're tired of volatility in other investments. Real estate offers something different. It's more predictable. But that doesn't mean there aren't risks. Prices fluctuate, interest rates change, and unexpected expenses can arise. So, what's the best way to manage these challenges? First, know your financial limits. Upgrading doesn't mean you have to stretch every dollar. Make sure you have enough buffer for unexpected costs, renovations, and emergencies. Ask yourself, are you prepared for a higher mortgage? What would happen if interest rates rise again? Having a clear understanding of your monthly commitments can help you plan better. Scenario time. You have $700,000 available. Do you go all in on a new property or keep some aside for other investments? Maybe you split your resources. Buy a slightly smaller condo and invest the remaining funds in stocks, bonds, or other assets. This diversification can offer security and flexibility. Back to ownership structures. Some couples worry about holding just 1% in a 99-1 split. They think they'll lose out in the event of a separation. But that's not how it works. Asset division is complex, and financial contributions play a big role. It's always good to consult a legal expert if you have concerns. Let's circle back to upgrading motivations. For many, it's about lifestyle, family, and future growth. If you have children, upgrading can provide a better environment for them. Facilities like swimming pools, playgrounds, and security features offer peace of mind, but it's also a financial step. The decision to upgrade should align with your long-term plans. To wrap things up, upgrading is a significant decision. Take your time, weigh the pros and cons, and consult with experts. Whether it's for lifestyle improvements, investment opportunities, or personal goals, make sure it's the right move for you. Thanks for joining us on this journey. If you have questions or experiences to share, we'd love to hear from you. Let's continue the conversation.